on September 8th, 2017, I was able to predict one of the biggest terrorist attacks in U.S. history, okay? The 91 Harvest event that took place October 1st of 2017, okay? I was able to predict that just by predicting the ritual, okay, what tied to the movie It, okay? By predicting the movie It, I was able to predict the 91 Harvest shooting massacre, okay, that took place in Vegas on October 1st, okay? So what I'm getting ready to drop in this video, I'm basically going to state that there's an event taking place in the next 2 days on the 31st. Okay, it's going to be the blood moon. Okay, the blood moon, the super blood moon, and the blue moon and the lunar eclipse taking place on the 31st. That's going to be 4 days before the Super Bowl. Okay, so what I need to tell everybody is that this Super Bowl is going to be tied to the same 11 code that the goddamn It movie is tied to. Okay, I explained in full detail how the movie It is tied to something known as the 11 code. So when you look at what's going on in the Super Bowl, you have the Patriots, okay, who won the Super Bowl after 9/11, and then you have the Eagles, okay, who had Carson Wentz, number 11, go down, and then had Nick Foles, number 9, take his place. Okay, 11 fell and 9 took his place. 9/11 ritual. They're facing up in the Super Bowl against the team that won the Super Bowl after 9/11. Okay, and when you look at the Eagles and the Patriots, they're both 1 seeds. 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 11. Okay, 11 again. Okay, so around the time of that Super Bowl, something very big is getting ready to go down in this nation. Okay, and for everyone who calls my work pseudo, okay, this is going to be specifically for you. On September 26th of 2017, I made a video about September 23rd and just how important that planetary alignment was on September 23rd. It was once in every 7,000 years that we have that planetary alignment that took place, okay? And what that signifies is that we are in the last days of the Zionist Jews' rule over this earth. Okay? Plain and simple. For everybody who calls my work pseudo, I want you to do your own research and look up every time there was a blood moon in history. Okay? I'm giving you guys an assignment. Okay? Prove me wrong if my indication is wrong. I want you to go look up on YouTube or better yet, Google, and look up blood moons in history and see what happened every time we had a blood moon and every time we had a blood moon tetrad. Okay? And I want you to report back to me and tell me what you found. Okay? Because I already know what you're going to find. Every time there was a blood moon in history, okay, the original humans on the planet, the Moors, they were punished because they were going against the 42 laws of Ma'at. Okay, they were going against the Creator's foundations and the Creator's 42 commandments over this world. Okay, for instance, the blood moon tetrad of 1492. Okay, you had Moorish kings. You have Moorish kings fornicating with Caucasoid women. Okay, they were taking up the lifestyle of a group of people that they should have never been intermingling with, and they got punished for that. Okay, blood moon of 1492. After that blood moon of 1492, the Zionist warlocks, okay, overthrew the Moors out of every single country in Europe. Basically publicly shamed them, beheaded a lot of them, okay, and consumed their flesh and ate their flesh. Blood moon of 1492. Do your research. Okay? Do your diligent research. Okay? Blood moon of 1948. The end of World War II, quote unquote. Okay? And that's when the Zionist beast warlocks, okay, took up the land of Israel and claimed the right, okay, to the true Moors of the planet. That took the identity of the true Moors of the planet. 1948, the Moors out there, okay, our ancestors had their lineage stolen. The Moors had their identity legally stolen by the Zionist warlocks, blood moon of 1948, because you were still defying the 42 laws of Ma'at. Blood moon of 1967 and 1968. You were still rebelling against the 42 laws of Ma'at. You fell for the government's psyops. You fell for the government's tricks. And lo and behold, okay, you joined the civil rights movement and you called yourself black. Okay? You took up the identity of being called black, which means be lacking. Okay, which is a curse. The color white is actually black, and the color black is actually white. Okay? So when you took up that identity of that false title, of that cursed title, in 1967, you fell victim to the Zionist warlocks trick again. Fucking blood moon of 1967. That the warlocks tricked you again. Shit. Let's rewind the clock back to the super blood moon of, what was it, 1858? I believe it was either 1858 or 1868. There was a super blood moon back then when the quote unquote Civil War ended. And this blood moon, okay, the melanated people fell victim of the Zionist Jew warlocks trick again, and actually believed the government, okay, when they were told they were going to get 40 acres and a mule. Okay? You were dependent and subservient, okay, to the Zionist Jew society, and you fell for their tricks. You believed the promise that they gave you, okay, and they turned their backs on you and left your ass hanging, okay, out to dry. Blood moon of 1858. Okay, I think there was a whole bunch of riots that broke out back then too. Yeah, and black people were being hung, tortured, beaten, castrated, pulled apart by horses, the whole nine. And as a matter of fact, if you look at all the blood moon dates, they call the moon Luna. The way to say moon in Italy is Luna. Okay, so when you look at all the situations that took place with the blood moons in history, you see that Luna, that the ions, the charged particles from Luna turned all these motherfuckers on low vibrations. It turned them into lunatics. Luna turned everyone on low vibrations into lunatics. And that's what's getting ready to happen again. This blood moon coming up in the next 2 days, January 31st of 2018. And like I said, I got videos going back in 2015 telling people 2016 to 2020, this is it. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can call me a fearmonger. Everybody can call me a Looney Tune. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. All you dumbasses on low ass vibrations. Your future is on a deck of cards. Your future is on a deck of fucking cards that was taken off the shelves by the CIA in 1995. Your future is on a fucking deck of cards. Okay? And like I said, you can look back at all these past blood moons, the one in the Tetrad in 1492. You can look at what happened in 1858 or 1868, whichever one it was, 1948, 1967, and then we had another one. We had another Tetrad from 2014 to 2015. And what happened during the blood moon Tetrad of 2014, 2015? You had your Baltimore riots. You had your Ferguson riots. You had your Alton Sterling shooting. You had your Philando Castile shooting. Okay. Then you had your Mika X PSYOP shooting in fucking Houston. Okay. Where 5 police officers were gunned down. Okay. Nothing but riots. 5 major shootings that led to nothing to riots. Okay. Nothing but riots in this nation during the blood moon Tetrad from 2014 to 2015. 5 major shootings caused 5 massive riots, and that's not even including what happened with the Trayvon Martin PSYOP. Okay? So everybody on low vibrations, still eating pork, still eating beef, still eating at these fucking major fast food chains, Monsanto's own food corporations, still drinking fluoridated water, still smoking cigarettes, still smoking GMO fucking dispensary weed, still drinking alcohol. That's why they call alcohol spirits. I got a whole new lecture, whole new series of lectures on what alcohol really is. Oh, that's gonna, they might block that as well. They just might block that shit in multiple countries as well. Okay? Because like I said, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started with the information I got on these bastards. You better believe it. Okay? So like I said, these blood moons coming up, it's going to be hell to pay for you motherfuckers going against nature and you motherfuckers putting poison in your body. Okay? Because the 666 is pure carbon. There's actually only a select few group of people on this earth that have the 666 in their blood. Not in their skin, but in their blood. Okay? Because what matters is what's in the blood, not the skin. Okay? Goes back to the neuromelanin, the carbon in the blood, the neuromelanin. The 666 is supposed to go to a 616 when the second sun comes back. Okay, that's called your rapture, R-A, the second sun god is Ra, coming back to cause the rapture-like event. So either your Merkaba is going to be activated, or you're going to go through something called spontaneous human combustion. And if you think that was bullshit, that's on an Illuminati card as well. Spontaneous human combustion. That's actually going to take place. Okay? Because you see, everything in this world is either alkaline or acidic. It's either alkaline or it's acidic. Period. So people who are on low vibrations and are acidic, they're going to spontaneously combust. For everybody who's alkaline with light hearts, okay, because just because you're eating alkaline food and putting alkaline shit in your body, that doesn't mean that you have a righteous heart. Okay, I want everybody to get that in your head and to let that sink in. Okay, you not only do you have to have alkaline in your body, you have to have a light heart. You really have to have a good spirit. You really have to have good intentions in your heart. Okay? Doesn't matter how much knowledge you really have. It all goes back to what kind of heart do you have? Because I can be the smartest motherfucker in the world. If I got all this knowledge, but I got a wicked heart, what does the knowledge mean? What good is the knowledge? People, just like it said on the walls of Kemet, It's all going to go back to that heart. So like I said, those with light hearts and alkaline bodies, we're going to experience Merkaba activation, and we're going to go up with the light ships when Ra comes back. Okay, this is why the chemtrails have been sprayed all over America, all over Europe as well, because they don't want anybody to see this. They don't want anybody to see the wars that are going on with the interterrestrials, okay, and the Elohims. They don't want to see. They don't want us to see that. They don't want us to see the second sun making its way back here. Okay, there was an asteroid, or actually a laser guided missile that hit a city outside of Detroit, and the mainstream media did not cover it. Okay, if that was an asteroid, it did come from the second sun making its way back into Earth's orbit. Okay, but the mainstream government did not cover that. I will be dropping a video on that tomorrow. Okay, so be on the lookout and stay tuned for that. So like I said, people, this blood moon coming up, January 31st, it's a super blood moon. And I already said how the Super Bowl is tied to the 11 code, the same 11 code as the goddamn It movie. So with the It movie tied to the 11 code, that was a prelude to the 91 Harvest Festival shooting, which took place on 10/1, 10/1, 10 and 1. That's another 11. Okay? So this whole ritual here with the movie It, the 91 Harvest Massacre, this Super Bowl, and the event that's going to take place after this blood moon, it's all going to go back to the fucking 11 code. Okay? I don't know if it's going to be Frisco. I don't know if it's going to be DC. I don't know if it's going to be New York, Philly, Boston, Miami, Atlanta. I don't fucking know. Chicago, I have no clue, people. All I can tell you is stay away from big crowds. Stay the fuck away from people who are not on your mental, spiritual level. Okay, I've said that in many videos before, and people need to take that shit to the head. I'm serious, because you are who you hang around. You acquire the energy and the aura, okay, of the people you allow in your presence. Okay, you're around people on low vibrations, you're going to go down with them. It's that simple. It's that simple, people. Okay, we are coming into those times, okay, that were written on Kemetic walls, and even the Hopi talked about it. They called it Anaskazi, or either Anasazi or Anaskazi. And you see, that's nothing but a prelude to what's known as the end of days, the end of the Zionist Jews' reign over this earth. Okay, so I want a lot of people to start practicing Hika magic. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on an alkaline diet and you're still eating pork, you're still eating beef, you're still eating mainstream fast food, you're still eating Monsanto food, I'm telling you, it's going to be over for you. Shit, it might even be too late for you. Okay? Because this is going to be the last blood moon in a while. And this one is the super blood moon. Okay? 2018. When you add all those numbers, you get 11. You get 11. Okay? This is going to be the year of the 11, where they're going to do another fucking 9/11. And this time, it's either going to be on a bridge or a major building. Okay? It's either going to be on a bridge or a major fucking building. Okay? So like I said, stay away from large ass crowds and get your sunlight. I know the spraying chemtrails, try to go out into nature, out in the wilderness, away from the metropolis of the city, and try to get as much pure sunlight as you can. The spring water has been tampered with. It is acidic at this time. So the best water to drink is the underground artesian water. The underground artesian water that has a natural alkalinity to it. Okay. The underground artesian water is the #1 water in the world to drink. Okay. So make sure you consume that. You get your sunlight. You see what I'm saying? Try to go out alone or with people you're really comfortable with. Go out and meditate and stay in tune with nature and get your sunlight. Okay. Your pineal gland needs to get those codes from the sun, because those codes from the sun come from the center of the galaxy. Okay. Straight from the 5th dimension. Okay. So like I said, either you're 666, okay, the people with neuromelanin, either your 666 is going to go to a 616, which is 13, and you're going to achieve Christ consciousness. Okay, and ascend on out of here, okay, when the second son, Ra/Nibiru, comes back, or, okay, you having a acid body filled with bullshit, meats, metals, and fucking acid, okay, and poison, you're going to be stuck in 666. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. 666. You're going to be stuck in this fucking carbon matrix prism. A light prism, which is really a prison for your light, for your soul. You're going to stay stuck here in 666 animal beast state. Okay? All these motherfuckers talking about 666 is godhood. 666 is godhood. You're going to be looking real fucking stupid in the very near future. I promise you. I promise you that. I promise you that. Okay? Because I don't talk out of the side of my neck. I don't talk out of my ass. Okay? I'm a real truther. Okay? I'm a real enlightened ether being. Okay? I was put back here to wake the masses up all across the world. Okay? It's not a game. Not a game at all. So without further ado, that's really all I had to say. This was a warning video. Blood moon will be here in 2 days. Super blood moon. For the pregnant women out there, okay, do not go outside unless you are working a 9-to-5 job. Do not go outside, okay, on that day of the blood moon on January 31st. Do not go outside. That energy is going to affect the baby in your womb. The same thing with the eclipse. It's the same thing, okay? Make sure you stay in the house. Make sure you stay on an alkaline diet. Make sure you're drinking the alkaline artesian water. Make sure you're watching the less TV you watch, the better. You don't even need to be watching any TV at this time at all. Okay? And like I said, make sure you get your sunlight. Okay, on most days, make sure you get your sunlight. Natural alkaline, natural pineal gland decalcification. Okay, it's not a joke anymore. It's not a joke. The blood moon is coming back. The blood moon is the ancestors' way of sending signals, okay, to the earth to either punish or reward the chosen people of the earth. Okay, let me repeat. The blood moon is a signal from the Elohims that's either going to punish or reward the chosen people of the earth, who are the Moors. Okay, whether you want to call them, I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. Hebrew Israelite, Israel, people of Yahweh, Moors, Asiatics, whatever the fuck. Okay, as far as my research is concerned, they're all the same people. We're all the same people. Okay, it's gonna wake up. The blood moon is a astrological event that's put here to either reward or punish the Moors on this planet. And if you think it's bullshit, look back in history, dating back all the blood moons in history, and you tell me, okay, what happened. The Moors were getting killed off, slaughtered, banned from countries, and only a select few rose up into Christ consciousness and became self-dependent and sufficient and established their own society with control of their own resources. Okay? It's that time again. It's that time again. It's 2018. In between 2018 and 2020, you're either spiraling down or you're rising up to Christ consciousness. Okay? So I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, subscribe, share this video. It's the Chosen One.